welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about how there's never going to be a perfect moment. The perfect moment doesn't really exist. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of us spend time thinking, okay, after I do this and get this done, then I'll finally start practicing Spanish. Or I'll finally start taking this thing I wanted to do seriously. So we have an excuse to push it back and push it back and push it back. In reality, we are just making excuses so we don't have to do it. So we don't have to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we said we wanted to do and never did. A lot of people be like, yeah, after I graduate, I'm gonna start eating healthier, I'm gonna start doing this. And it's like, you don't have to wait for that. You don't have to wait for this perfect moment because truly, it doesn't really exist. You can just start now. And this kind of goes back to my last video, which was like, just do it. Like, but it really is just a matter of just doing it because we have to trust ourselves so that when we think of something, when I think of, oh, I should clean my room, sometimes it could just be a way of, that's just a thought, right? And we can then cycle thoughts by thinking, oh, I have to clean my room. I haven't done it in 5 days, la 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 la. But you can just leave the thought as, ooh, I should clean my room because you probably should, right? But to actually get up and clean the room right when you think about it, a lot of us don't do that. The same way, like, oh, I need to eat, I'm hungry. I am guilty of just kind of waiting and sitting in the bed until I'm hungry enough to get up, which is just really bad. Like, if I'm thinking I'm hungry, then I need to get up and go eat. And there's times where we need to differentiate what thoughts are helpful and what thoughts just come by because they're thoughts. Our brain is holding storage of all the things we've heard and seen, and sometimes it just pops up. But what I am saying is that, like, we need to trust ourselves that our our being is made out of divine timing. So if we're thinking of doing something and we feel that inspiration and that excitement or curiosity for that thing, that we should just do it right when we think about it. And of course, that's not always accessible, but most of the times it is. Most of the times we're thinking like, I should be meditating, but instead I'm watching these like 3 videos. Just stop watching the video, meditate, and come back to the video because the video is not going anywhere. And you'll see that you are now more trusting of your intuition and trusting of what your body is sending you to do, because like 9 times out of 10 the messages that you're getting are helpful. Like, there's sometimes where your limiting beliefs are coming up, and even then that is helpful because it shows you, okay, well, this is how I used to think and this is how I want to think now. But I guess what I'm trying to say, because it kind of sounds like I'm talking all over the place, we need to trust ourselves and the things that we know will make us happy and the things that we know is worth putting our time into. There's things that we know is worth investing into. And it also comes back to what you define as worthy. For me, it's like things that I know will help me in the long run, things that I know will help me now, things that will strengthen my ability to see outside the box or think outside the box or can be connected to myself. Those are things that I would want to invest my time in, that are worthy of investing my time in. And this could just be as simple as going to talk to that person you want to be friends with. Instead of being like, okay, I'm going to wait until they ask me for a pencil, that might never happen. You need to go up to them and just, hey, I like your hair, or I like your style, or anything. It doesn't really have to be anything harsh or anything, because you can wait for the moment where it's like y'all both seen something and thought it was funny and try to connect there. But that's just not guaranteed to happen. So you might as well do what you want to do when that feeling comes up, instead of trying to suppress it and wait for a certain moment. And I think a lot of us get into the habit of just suppressing our feelings because we've been taught to by so many different types of things in life. But to really tap into how you feel and act on it, and not act on it in a destructive way, but in a beneficial way, like If I'm feeling angry, instead of just me like, "Ugh, I shouldn't be angry about this, maybe take some time to go to the bathroom and breathe out that anger, or talk about how it made me feel, and breathe and go back and do what I have to do." But to simply ignore it is creating disruption in the body. And again, this is kind of all over the place, but I have so many examples of why the perfect moment doesn't exist, because it doesn't. Like, and sometimes you'll be dropped like moments of alignment where things just kind of aligned and it seemed like the perfect moment and it just happened, but that's just not it's just not guaranteed. Like, it's just not guaranteed. So you had to take these steps and do these things yourself if you want to change. Yeah, yeah, so really the point of this message was to say that you create these perfect moments, and sometimes the universe drops these moments of alignment for you, but you can't hope that the universe does it for you. You have to create these perfect moments and just start. And this can go for anything and everything, but the feelings that we feel inside, when they come up, they're coming up for a reason, and they're coming up within this divine timing. So we have to attend to them. We can't ignore them. We have to understand where they're coming from and why they're here. And sometimes it's just not even as deep as that. Sometimes it's just like, I want to make a friend and I'm going to go make the friend instead of waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment doesn't exist. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy this video and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.